My 9 presents Young Frankenstein, alive on Broadway.
Welcome. We're taking you on stage and backstage at Mel Brooks' hilarious new musical comedy, Young Frankenstein. You'll see Megan Mullally's R-rated number, the all-new Puttin' on the Ritz, and a look back at the movie classic that started it all. It's an abnormal hour of stars, insider secrets, and surprises. We'll put you in the front row at Broadway's new hit show.
I said, Gene, this is too crazy.
He jokes about it now. He tells everyone I was nuts.
5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hit!
Listen to your heart. Run inside.
You take the blonde, I'll take the one in the toy bin.
I get to belt out the word twice.
But I am a rather brilliant surgeon. Perhaps I can help you with that hump. What hump? Walk this way. What else could possibly go wrong?
Ask me about my sex life.
Give us my boyfriend.
Nothing.
Deep love. At last I found deep love.
She's in touch with her sexuality.
I dated the original Dr. Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
Throw the third switch!
That's it. That's our show.
And we've got more for you. A monster showstopper that outdoes the movie. Meet Mel Brooks, the funniest man on Broadway, sexual chemistry in the doctor's lab, red carpet confessions, Gene Wilder's melodrama, and Megan's deep love. You know her as the Looking for Love, Karen Walker from Will and Grace. And Young Frankenstein, Megan Mullally, is hot for the monster, but when it comes to her fiancé, Dr. Frankenstein, it's a case of please don't touch me.
You can spank me till I'm red, if it's only in your head, but please don't touch me.
I get to belt out the word twice, center stage on Broadway. Top that.
Fans of the Will and Grace star may be surprised that Megan can belt out a show tune, in this case, an R-rated show tune.
Been searching for deep love for all of my life.
When I first heard that song, I was like, are you kidding me? I thought, oh God, I love this. I mean, I love that kind of stuff, and just the silly double entendre. It's very similar to Will and Grace in a lot of ways, just because there's a lot of dirty stuff and it's kind of dumb. And so I get to stand center stage and belt out a great big old high note and raise my fist in the air. It's Les Mis meets the Robin Bird Show. My inner and outer naughtiness is brought out.
Now that's a curtain call, but not Megan's first on Broadway.
My first Broadway show was Grease, the revival of Grease back in 1994 with Rosie O'Donnell. I played Marty in that. She's the character that sings the song Freddie My Love, which is not in the movie, which most people know.
Do you remember that song to this day?
Yeah. Yeah. Freddie My Love, I miss you more.
It's me. It's me.
When I called her to come and audition, she came in the next day, and when she sang, it was glorious. You know, she sang much better than I ever imagined, and I think that's what's great for an audience who knows her as a television star. They come in and they discover her as this musical comedy star because they cannot believe she has these vocal chops, and every night she stops the show.
Megan may not have imagined she would be a Broadway star, but 20 years ago, a psychic predicted her TV success.
I remember him telling me that I was going to play a secretary on a television sitcom, and then I would win 2 Emmys, and they would be like bookends. And I said, well, that's ridiculous, because I'm never even going to audition for a television sitcom, because that's beneath my dignity.
Megan won those 2 Emmys plus 3 SAG Awards. She's also the lead singer in the Supreme Music program, but she's at her sexiest on stage.
Love. And I'm not talking about puppy love either.
For me, my favorite scene would be the cave scene, where before and after being ravished by the monster, you know, there's nothing like playing an extended scene with a grunting monster.
Again? Oh, you're incorrigible, aren't you, you zipperneck?
Mel Brooks is the driving force behind the $16 million musical comedy. For 6 decades, Mel has made America laugh.
And now, for my next impression, Jesse Owens.
He has spoofed westerns, Hitchcock thrillers, Bible epics, Men in Tights, and Mel famously poked fun at Hitler.
Springtime for Hitler and Germany.
I'm the only one who used Hitler properly. I think that the Allies did a very good job, you know, in destroying the Third Reich. But I was the first one to have fun with Hitler, you know, to get even with him, you know.
Hey, Hitler! Hi, Hitler! All right, I've got it.
He said, I'm doing the same thing that Charlie Chaplin did. You want to get back at a dictator, a swine, a rotten pig, make fun of him.
Don't be stupid, be a smarty. Come and join the Nazi party.
The Producers was Mel's first hit movie. He arrived in Hollywood by way of the Borscht Belt as a stand-up comedian.
And I'd say, good evening, ladies and Jews. I want to tell you about it, you know. And then I'd go, and I'd work, and I'd say, I met a girl last night. This girl was so thin. I met the skinniest girl. This was a slender person. I took her to a restaurant. The maitre d' said, check your umbrella. That's how skinny, you know. And if I didn't get a laugh from that one, I'd have to jump into another, you know. But it was live.
And wanting that live audience again, Mel left Hollywood for Broadway.
You make a movie, it's sometimes 18 months before you hear your first laugh. I'm very happy with Broadway because it is alive and it's thrilling.
With Young Frankenstein and before it The Producers, Mel brought back old-school musical comedy.
It was a long time before Broadway once again had a musical comedy. Phantom of the Opera is okay, you know, I'd rather see the other side of his face, frankly.
At age 81, Mel is the toast of Broadway, and there is a rumor Blazing Saddles is his next musical. True, or that's
No, it's not true.
Not true.
It's not true.
Not
I just looking for a laugh. I say it's not true 3 years from now if I run out of ideas. Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. Here's Blazing Saddles.
Still to come on Young Frankenstein, alive on Broadway.
Meet the monster behind this monster hit, black teeth and all.
Anything for my art form.
He's a super Jew of all time.
He's the funniest person ever.
Billy Crystal pays tribute to Mel.
Why don't you go and fashion 6?
How did they putting on the Ritz on Broadway?
Mel Brooks' real name is Melvin Kaminsky, and he served as an Army corporal in World War II.
You're watching Young Frankenstein, alive on Broadway.
42nd Street is the Monster Block. You can see the classic original at Madame Tussauds, New York, and right across the street, there's a new monster in town.